Hi everyone, Sabrina from Campbell's Freedom Farm, and we're in front of the house, the main house, and I just did a video not too long ago planting some white irises, and they are really coming up nicely. But sometimes irises could look kind of plain in the summer, and you cannot crowd the rhizomes. So my solution, I am going to put one purple Cosmo in the middle. Remember, that's not big foliage. It's just like dill. It's just a wisp here and there. So it'll actually look like the lily is producing this flower. I've been doing it for years. The only time I had a problem is when I got a little greedy and put so much I was hitting the rhizomes. Now behind it, one of my zinnias that I planted, a purple zinnia, that's going to go in the back. And that won't affect that. It'll just really come up against this rock. And so it's a really good solution. So here's my one Cosmo, one of my favorites. If you watch the companion planting in the garden, it was my Mother's Day present for my daughter when she was little. Now one of my favorites. So I've already prepared the soil. It's not near a rhizome at all. And all I have to do is push it in. The rhizomes aren't affected if you're not near them. Now, the stalks, I call them swords coming up because my grandson calls them. That will, if it gets too heavy, will actually kind of hold it, which actually makes it look more realistic, like it's coming out of it. And then all I do is take a zinnia, and I've been thinking about putting one on the other side, but let me think about it. I might add a couple more so the flowers here. But now we're going to companion plant in front. But the main point of this video is, just because you have irises doesn't mean you can't plant something in between for the summer. You just have to be selective. All right, let me show you what else we're planting. All right, at the front door, I want a layered look. So I'm gonna come with the tallest, which is gonna be the Cosmos and the zinnias. And then as I go toward the pathway, I wanna go with the next plant, which is going to be a French marigold that's yellow. And this will smell amazing. It'll help with mosquitoes. And then I have leftover purple, let me get one of them, amaranth. I use these in the garden. Remember, these are edible. So at the end of the year, we could harvest them and hang them, and they'll keep the purple look, or we could use them for teas and other stuff. It's actually a grain. So let me show you how I'm going to layer this. All right, here's my Cosmos in between, and here's one of my zinnias that I need to push it in better. Then from here, I'm going to do a border of the marigolds, and then I'm just going to start putting some of the globe amaranth along here. All right, I am finished with the Cosmos, the zinnia, and then I have the globe amaranth. So to finish this off and to layer it down to the sweet potato, I'm gonna add a burgundy aloe, and so this is a vinca, but I'm not gonna plant all three here. A good illusion when you're doing landscape is to bring it down, but go back where you started. And I'm going to put one vinca there, and then I think I will add the other two zinnias. So the result will be the burgundy or purple sweet potato, and it'll just lead into this pathway to the door. And then around the door, we're going to bring in some more scents, stuff to keep the mosquitoes. That'll be a different video, but let me put these in and then I'll show you the result here. And the vinca really spreads. but, which I want it to, but if it gets too large, remember you have the option to trim it with scissors. It's really easy to do. All right, let me show you what I'm talking about. All right, this is what you'll see. You'll see the sweet potato vine, which is going to cover this whole area. It'll go a 4x4. Then 1 row of vinca, then the gomphrena, which is amaranth, the yellow French marigolds, the cosmos in the iris, azenia, and then I finish it off with 1 vinca, which will spread the whole area, and I'm going to add 2 more cosmos later on. I want to see what the results are. All right, so that's it on my creative planning. Remember, you could add some oomph to the irises when they're out of bloom by adding a Cosmo or something similar, and then layering it down to really invite people into the house. So the closer you get to the door, the more impressive it gets. But this Sabrina from Campbell's Freedom Farm, a helpful hint on landscape, thumbs up.